Summer is officially less than 1 month away. As you make your summer plans, in the next 30 minutes, find out what kind of weather you can expect this season with your forecast for the summer of 2019. After last year's historically smoky summer, local businesses aren't taking a chance again this year. We'll show you how they are preparing should it be another summer of smoke. Summer means hiking for many people. We'll take a look at what you should know before you head out into the great outdoors this summer on trails scorched by fires.
This is a Newswatch 12 special presentation, the StormWatch 12 Summer Forecast. Here now is the StormWatch 12 weather team.
Welcome to the StormWatch 12 Summer Forecast. I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman. Over the next half hour, we'll get you prepared to head out and enjoy all that Southern Oregon and Northern California have to offer in the summer months. The StormWatch 12 weather team has got you covered for this summer. Meteorologist Caitlin Harvey is at the National Weather Service with a closer look at one of summer's biggest weather threats, lightning.
Thanks, Matt. The National Weather Service has some pretty cool new tools to help us all stay prepared for this fire season. I'll dive into how this new technology can help us tackle lightning coming up in just a bit.
And meteorologist Jeff Donovan is out at Emigrant Lake with the impact this winter and spring has had on lake and reservoir levels for summer.
Thanks, Matt. And I'm taking a look at how our precipitation this year impacted our snowpack and what that could mean for our reservoir levels as we go through the summer months.
Now, last fire season, we saw dozens of fires start due to cloud-to-ground lightning strikes, particularly on July 15th, 2018. StormWatch 12's Caitlin Harvey met with the folks at the National Weather Service here in Medford to see what changes have been made since last year to help us avoid another busy fire season.
I'm here with the National Weather Service in Medford to talk about new lightning detection equipment they have this year and how that could impact us in a good way as we move into fire season. I met with Shad Keene, a meteorologist with NOAA, to ask him about their new lightning detection technology.
Well, one of the most important things to us here at the office is detecting cloud-to-ground lightning. The Geostationary Lightning Mapping Tool, or GLM, is aboard the new satellite that we use to help detect lightning from outer space. So if you can identify those lightning strikes that are occurring in the cloud first, it can provide a little lead time before you get the more dangerous cloud-to-ground lightning strikes.
And every second counts when fighting fires. Every lightning strike can spark a fire, as we know far too well after a particularly bad lightning storm in the valley last summer. Using these new tools, the National Weather Service can detect favorable storms or specific clouds for lightning and call partner agencies such as CAL FIRE or the Oregon Department of Forestry, all to give them a heads up for potential lightning-produced fires.
We see hot and dry conditions, good chances for lightning, like on July 15th last year. We're in close communication with our partner agencies to, again, help save lives and property during a dangerous fire season.
And this new lightning detection equipment means more clarity where lightning strikes, and that means better information about where they might cause fires due to thunderstorms. The fires from last summer left their mark on Southern Oregon. More than 228,000 acres were burned by the Klondike and Taylor Creek fires. And dozens of hiking trails were impacted. I visited one of those trails that was scorched to show you how people are working to get them reopened.
The Taylor Creek Trail near Gillese has always been a popular, well-maintained trail among hikers. That was before the Taylor Creek fire last July.
And then the fire came, and it was very heartbreaking for all of us.
Eric Ball is with the Southern Oregon Trail Alliance.
It was a surprising amount of damage. Everything from trees falling across the trail and in the trail, which you might expect, tree roots burning out underneath the trail, leaving large holes, landslides, some very significant landslides and rock slides.
One of the bridges along the trail was even destroyed. After the fires were put out, Ball and his crew got to work to open the trail back up.
We've been out clearing trees and raking rocks off the trail ever since.
A lot of work is being done here along the Taylor Creek Trail. It runs 11.5 miles, but still 1.5 miles has to be cleared from the damage caused by the Taylor Creek fire. The Southern Oregon Trail Alliance has opened back up several trails in the area.
We rely heavily on partner groups to help us take care of trails, whether it's in a fire area or not.
Shamise Kramer with the U.S. Forest Service says there are several safety reminders to keep in mind if you go out hiking in these burn scar areas.
So we really encourage people to not go hiking in burn areas when there are winds or high winds predicted. Trees come down pretty easily once they're dead.
Trees can even fall years after the fire. Kramer also says with less shade in those burned areas, extra water and ample sunscreen is important. Back at the Taylor Creek Trail, signs of renewed life are everywhere. Ball hopes more people will enjoy all their hard work this summer.
It's great to run into people on the trails that are enjoying them and benefiting from the trails being clear and open.
We have links for you to find trail conditions this summer. Just head over to kdrv.com. Smoke from last summer's fires crippled southern Oregon and northern California. Medford had 31 days of unhealthy or worse air quality, with 27 days for Klamath Falls, the worst since records began in 2001. There was a stretch of nearly 5 weeks where air quality didn't even improve to moderate in the Rogue Valley, from late July through late August. We can only hope that this summer isn't a repeat. However, here's a reminder of the different air quality categories. Moderate means there could be a moderate health concern for a small group of people unusually sensitive to pollution and smoke. Unhealthy for sensitive groups means sensitive groups like the elderly, children, and those with respiratory issues will start to feel the effects. When it gets to unhealthy, everyone will start to feel some adverse effects, with more serious effects to sensitive groups. Very unhealthy means worsening effects, and hazardous would mean emergency conditions, effects likely for the entire population.
And smoke in the air is more than just a health risk. It has an impact on our tourism industry. Newswatch 12's Murray Nelson dug into how some of the most prominent companies in Southern Oregon are adapting to the smoke.
Smoke impacts have a domino effect on businesses across Southern Oregon, and with smoke being so prominent in the valley, companies like the Shakespeare Festival have to find a way to adapt to circumstances that they can't change.
We went from 7 shows that were affected to 9 to 2 to 3 to 0, and then last year 26.
26 canceled shows in 2018 alone called for action. This year, the decision to cancel or move a performance won't be made the morning of the show.
We're going to make a permanent decision for the month of August. So we're going to sell those 400 tickets, and we're going to make a decision whether we move for the entire month to the Mountain Avenue Theater.
The Mountain Avenue Theater is on Ashland High School's campus. It has 400 seats. OSF typically sells about 800 tickets for their outdoor shows, but just in case the show gets moved inside.
We'll only be selling 400 tickets, so patrons will know they have a guaranteed seat at a performance.
Last year, OSF show cancellations led some tourists to cancel their trips altogether, which can affect companies like Indigo Creek Outfitters. This year, owner Will Volpert is changing the way he communicates with customers.
We've been really candid with customers who've called and inquired about trips, and especially folks who have a lot of flexibility in their schedule, where we encourage them to try to book earlier rather than, late July or August.
He says with so many rafting locations in Southern Oregon, they've planned backup routes for their trips if one section of the river becomes too smoky.
Each year that we're able to survive, whatever nature throws at us, we're going to emerge a lot stronger.
I think the biggest thing we want to make sure is that everyone is safe and has a good experience.
In Ashland, Mari Nelson, Newswatch 12.
Final snow survey of the season is in the books, and we were there to take in those measurements. Coming up, see where the snowpack stands and what that means for this summer.
Many folks will want to get out on the water this summer. We'll take a look at our area lake and reservoir levels throughout Southern Oregon and Northern California.
But first, a trip to the coast and a chance to test your weather knowledge. What was the hottest temperature recorded at Brookings? Was it A, 112 degrees in 1983, B, 108 degrees in 2008, C, 105 degrees in 2015, or D, 98 degrees in 1969? We'll have that answer when we return.
It's the Coleman Camp Sale just in time for Memorial Day at the Blackbird. Choose a Doug Harbor sleeping bag or a Perfect Flow 2-burner stove. Your choice, $39.97. All Coleman tents in stock are 20% off, and all Hydro Flasks are 25% off at the Blackbird.
Now's the time for huge Memorial Day savings at West Coast Appliance and Furniture. Time for helpful advice, a selection that's nice at a low, low price. Save big with Whirlpool and Amana. Save $400 on this Amana top-load laundry pair, now just $3.99 each. Or save $400 on this Whirlpool top-load laundry pair, now just $4.69 each while supplies last. Plus, ask about special financing. Get Memorial Day savings now at West Coast Appliance and Furniture on Crater Lake Highway, Central Point.
We switched.
I switched.
We switched.
I switched to Chevy.
I switched to Chevy.
We switched to Chevy.
We switched for value.
For family. For power.
It was time to upgrade.
I switched from a Ram to a Chevy.
See why people are switching to Chevy.
We love our Chevy.
I love my Malibu. My Colorado.
My Camaro.
Our Traverse. Why do we switch? Just look at it.
Spring has sprung, and here at Daisy's Hubbards, we're growing deals. We have a giant lot of the latest and greatest mowers waiting to be harvested. Upgrade to Altos and add a zero-turn mower into your lawn arsenal today with great deals and rebate steals. Go where the others can't with Altos. There's 0% financing on new Altos zero-turn mowers for the yard warriors. You've got to get into Daisy's Hubbards today to get these savings. At Daisy's Hubbards, we know you mow, and your lawn needs the Altos zero-turn mower.
Elegant, active, worry-free. These are words that come to mind when walking through the grounds of Countryside Village. You'll find that fun is never too far away with our pool, putting green, bocce ball, and game room at our boutique retirement living resort. Come enjoy a meal with us in our luxurious dining room and see just how beautiful our resort is. Call us today to schedule your free lunch tour at Countryside Village.
Memorial Day weekend bargains at the Blackbird include Camco RV Marine Tissue on sale just $3.97. The 3x5 American Flag kit is only $7.97, and Red Stand-Up paddleboard for just $40 for 24 hours. These and more at the Blackbird, 1810 West Main.
Welcome back to the StormWatch 12 summer forecast. Before the break, we asked you what was the hottest temperature recorded at Brookings, and the answer is B, 108 degrees set back on July 9th of 2008.
It was a wetter winter and spring for snow up in the mountains this year, especially compared to last year. Crater Lake picked up over 400 inches of snow since last July, and as you can see, last winter Crater Lake picked up significantly less. This should be good news, but compared to average for the snow season, Crater Lake still fell short by over 8 feet. Crater Lake has been measuring snow at the park since 1931. Check this out. Over the last several decades, the average annual snowfall for each decade at the park headquarters has been going down. Back in the 1930s and 40s, the average annual snowfall was up over 600 inches. Over the years, that's been dwindling. And now in our current decade, the average annual snowfall is only just over 400 inches. That's quite the drop in snowfall, over 200 inches.
StormWatch 12 meteorologist Jeff Donovan dug deeper into the status of our mountain snowpack. He went along for the last snow survey of the season and breaks down our condition of our current mountain snowpack.
After our wet winter, it is the snowpack that is going to help sustain our reservoir levels through the summer months. To find out just how much snow we had this winter, I set out with Siobhan Haynes and Jake Johnstone of the Oregon Water Resources Department for the last snow survey of the year.
And that snow in the mountains is often going to create or be the source of the water later on in the summer months.
Haynes and Johnstone conduct snow surveys by driving a snow tube into the ground to determine snow depth. The tube with the snow inside is then weighed to provide a weight of the sample. Multiple measurements are taken at multiple sites to give not only accurate measurements, but also to give a better picture of how snowpack is doing around the region.
In the Rogue Basin, it kind of helps us get a better idea of what we're going to be looking at for, late season snowmelt that might contribute to reservoirs and might help with irrigation and in-stream.
Dr. Charles Lane is an expert in hydrology with Southern Oregon University. He says not all the moisture we got this winter proved to be beneficial.
Those atmospheric river events, when they hit the snowpack between that 5,000 and 6,000 foot level, that's actually not helpful.
These long periods of substantial rain and warmer temperatures cause rapid snowmelt and shrink our mountain snowpack. Nonetheless, the average snowpack this year proved to be immensely beneficial to our region.
We've become rather comfortable or adjusted, for lack of a better word, in Southern Oregon to drier seasons.
The drought that has gripped Southern Oregon was eliminated this winter. However, even with this beneficial wet winter, there is no telling what implications this may have for our upcoming summer season.
I think the beauty of Oregon is that things can always change. Right now, the outlook looks pretty good. We got average snowpack, but it's going to be really hard to say what's going to happen later on in the summer.
And because the snowpack feeds our water supply, the Water District would like to remind folks that water temperatures still are very cold, especially in the early part of the summer.
With all of our dynamic weather across the region, you can keep you and your family safe by downloading the StormWatch 12 weather app. The StormWatch 12 weather app will give you those instant alerts during times of severe weather when you're on the go. We also have our latest video forecast at the top of the page if you happen to miss our newscast. With hour-by-hour forecast and interactive radar, you can stay informed on the weather pinpointed right to your current location. We've even rolled out new recent updates to our mobile radar. You can now access alert layers, weather conditions, and map types with new timelines in the past, present, and future radar. You can track storms right alongside the StormWatch 12 weather team. To get our mobile app, search StormWatch 12 in the App Store. It's available on both Apple and Android.
In a bit, will it be a hot and dry summer? I'll break down that summer forecast coming up.
Hi, I'm Donetta Thomason.
And I'm Dave Thomason, and we're the owners of Elmer's Restaurants. We are proud to support The Pledge every weekday morning on Newswatch 12.
Watch The Pledge, weekdays on Newswatch 12 this morning.
Tomorrow's forecast is going to be more rain.
You know that Oregon weather we're always talking about? Relatively moderate, mostly mild?
We've got rain in the forecast.
With a chance of thunderstorms.
Turns out, the same weather makes Oregon perfect for growing trees, especially evergreens. And we have strong laws to make sure our forests are replanted and well managed to protect wildlife habitat and water. So the next time the weather comes up,
it's going to be a wet one.
Just say the forecast calls for trees.
Legends Pottery Outlet is Southern Oregon's largest importer of Asian pottery. Our garden collection is made with some of the finest clay on earth and fired at very high temperatures, giving our pots exceptional strength and cold weather durability. Legends Pottery Outlet is a factory direct importer and carries a beautiful selection of styles, sizes, and glazes for your home or garden. Stop by today and browse through all the different designs at Exit 33 in Central Point, just north of Medford. Legends Pottery Outlet.
Hi, I'm me. And that's me 30 days ago before I switched to Spectrum. With Spectrum TV, I get tons of HD and thousands of titles free on demand. With satellite, I have to have special equipment to watch on demand, plus that dish on my roof.
Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month. Call 833-271-8998.
Spectrum Internet has speeds of 100 megabits, so I can surf, my wife can stream, and the kids can game. All at once. Our internet can't keep up with all our devices, so I schedule all of our online time. I get every other Tuesday.
Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month.
Best of all, Spectrum bought out my old contract, making it easy to switch. Wait, what? Will they do that for me? Yeah, because I'm you, 30 days from now.
Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month. Plus, ask how you can save up to 40% on your wireless bill with Spectrum Mobile. Better services at a better price. Call 833-271-8998.
It's time for Rebel Home's semi-annual Craftsman event. Get up to 35% off store-wide on all American-made solid wood, leather, and fabric furniture. Come discover a beautiful mix of traditional and contemporary designs and see the Rebel Home difference.
As mentioned earlier, winter and spring was not only good news for the drought, but also for our reservoirs.
And for all you folks itching to get out on the water this summer, let's check in with meteorologist Jeff Donovan for a look at those reservoir levels.
Thank you, Caitlin. Well, we did see a wetter winter this year than we have seen in previous years, and that has proved beneficial to many of our area lakes and reservoirs. If you take a look, you can see that in Northern California, Shasta Lake, Trinity Lake are above 90% capacity, so very good there. Also in Southern Oregon, many of our lakes and reservoirs, as with Immigrant Lake that you see behind me, are also above 90%. This will help us through the summer months.
If you have an Amazon Echo, you now have another way to stay connected to the StormWatch 12 weather team. By downloading the StormWatch 12 weather skill on your Echo, getting your forecast is as easy as Alexa, flash briefing.
Here's your news. From StormWatch 12 Weather Center, here is the latest forecast.
Alexa, stop. The StormWatch 12 weather skill available on the Alexa app. Just another way the StormWatch 12 weather team is watching out for you.
What kind of weather can we expect for all your fun summer plans this year? We'll have your summer forecast right after the break. But first, let's take a look back at some of the photos you sent in to us from the spring here in Southern Oregon and Northern California. Be sure to share your photos with us on Facebook and Twitter.
This Memorial Day, experience accurate performance in the 7-passenger MDX. Hurry in for a test drive today.
Visit Butler Acura for attractive offers on the MDX.
Hi, Kimberly with Easy Sleep Mattress, your locally owned mattress store. We now carry America's #1 mattress brand, Serta. Rated Consumer Digest Best Buy. Come try out the new Serta iComfort that comfortably cools and supports every curve of your body with a premium support system. We have the top brands, guaranteed lowest prices, a 120-night comfort pledge, and free delivery. Easy Sleep Mattress, where you can sleep easy for less.
Are you struggling with pain or a recent injury? BioSkin offers quality products for knee pain, back pain, foot and ankle injuries, and many other conditions. Our braces provide exceptional support and are made from breathable, lightweight, and hypoallergenic materials to keep you cool and comfortable. For 25 years, pro sports teams and medical clinics have relied on BioSkin products, and now we've opened our first retail store right here in Medford. If you have pain or an injury that's keeping you from being active, come talk to one of our trained fitters to find the best product for you.
With the Chase mobile app, Jason Wu could pay practically anyone at any bank, all while putting on a runway show for New York Fashion Week. He could. Or he could make it even easier and set up recurring payments to his neighbor for cat sitting.
Whoa, you groomed her too.
And now she's ready for the catwalk. Life lived Jason's way. Chase, make more of what's yours.
When weather is the story, depend on Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman, weeknights on Newswatch 12, watching out for you.
This Memorial Day, experience accurate performance in the 7-passenger MDX. Hurry in for a test drive today.
Visit Butler Acura for attractive offers on the MDX.
Now, StormWatch 12 weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
Well, with us out of the drought and seeing above average rainfall so far in the water year, what will this summer hold? Well, we look back at the last 10 years. The last 6 have been above average when it comes to temperatures. Will that carry on? Well, we'll see. Weak El Nino is expected to continue this summer. This developed last fall and could possibly last through this upcoming fall as well. According to NOAA, we would see warmer than average temperatures this summer, June, July, and August. When it comes to rainfall, more likely equal, right around average chances for rainfall, either below or above average. Possibly eastern parts of the state could see above average rainfall. But we can also compare this summer to past summers with similar El Nino conditions leading up to summer back in 1969, 1980, and 2005. Here's a look at what we could see. It doesn't exactly correlate together that well, but it's possible that we could see overall cooler than average conditions in June and August, and then also see some very warm temperatures possibly in July, but it will stay dry. So June could start off wet. The summer could start off wet for us. Things would dry out, and all in all, we would be kind of equal or pretty close to average for both rainfall and temperatures. Also a higher thunderstorm chance on the east side. But no matter what happens for this summer, we of course will keep you posted. Thanks for joining us for the StormWatch 12 summer forecast. And we got you covered. The weather can change quickly, so make sure you're always in the know through our newscast, website, apps, Alexa skill, and be sure to follow us on our social media pages. Those are all the ways we are watching out for you. Have a great summer.